You will no longer be able to leave home or go any further away from your home than a 5-kilometre radius.
Some more thoughts in my head. I'm grateful I get to share these very personal things with a lot of you. Something I've struggled with for a while is vanity, and how much of this life is vain, how much of our actions we do every day actually don't have much meaning. I battled with these thoughts because mainly like in creating, though I do have a great passion, sometimes I'm like, man, one day I'll fade away. We'll all be forgotten. Everything is gonna go one day, so why even put any effort in this day? And I even struggle with these things with learning about God too, because I'm like, does God actually care about these little mundane actions, or me creating movies or creating art for him when it's gonna be forgotten, and he only cares about like the messaging or the heart of things and not really like the art, and is trying to be too creative, like vain. And I struggle with a lot of these thoughts, and I think I'm coming to more of a grip that we as humans, we're not made solely to serve ourselves. We're made to serve others, and we're made to be a blessing and a benefit to others. And when we do things and we put time into things, it is to truly serve other people. It's not for vain. It's not for vanity's sake. It's to help someone better enjoy this life that they've been given, help someone better see God. And that's what I think the beautiful thing is that we tend to miss. We have been given the chance, like each one of us have been given the chance to help someone's life, to change someone's life for the better. And as we tap more into that heartbeat of like, I was made for something, I was made to do something, I think we become more and more alive. You know, I definitely don't want to seem ever like I have all the answers or I know everything. The older I get, I feel like the less I know, and the more I just want to be a child again, living obliviously. But I am learning day by day, even if it's not as fast as others or it looks like others. I know that I'm still growing. I know that I'm still learning, and I'm grateful for that. So I'm learning that every day. While on the surface sometimes it seems like it has no meaning, or the actions, the small actions, seem like they have no meaning. They do. They mean something to someone out there.
Vanity of vanities, says the preacher, vanity of vanities, all is vanity. That's a pretty discouraging way to get going. And what he is saying is, you can't control life in a fallen world. You can't control it. It just rolls from living people to dead people. The theme of Ecclesiastes is this: you're going to die. You're going to die, and guess what? You won't change the fallen world. You're going to die. Verse 4, generation comes, generation goes, and everything stays the same. The sun rises, the sun sets. You're just this little segment of dying people who come and go and are forgotten, and the fallen world stays the same. He says in verse 11, God has made everything appropriate in its time. He has also set eternity in their heart, yet so that man will not find out the work which God has done from the beginning even to the end. You don't know what God is doing in all these times. There's nothing better than, verse 12 says, for you to rejoice and do good in your lifetime. Eat and drink and see good in your labor. It's a gift from God. Live your life in joy and happiness and goodness as one who knows God. Because you don't know what God is doing in the world. Furthermore, I have seen under the sun that in the place of justice there is wickedness. Oh, no surprise. Then I looked again at all the acts of oppression which were being done under the sun. And the preacher's point is, we don't have any control over those things. They're out of our hands. There is a time to be born, there is a time to die, but listen, there is also a time for judgment. You experience suffering, losses, gains. Life goes on. God remembers everything. Everything. You need to fear God. You need to set your mind on God as the one who will resolve all the injustice and unrighteousness. They all have the same breath. There's no advantage. In other words, as far as this world goes, you're just passing. You're not going to erase fallenness. I love over in chapter 9, verse 7, go then, eat your bread in happiness, drink your wine with a cheerful heart, for God has already approved your works. If you're walking in obedience to the Lord, be happy. You say, well, time passed by. That's here and gone. Not with God. Not with God.